Welcome to Blade HQ, everybody. Today we are here with Jamin from SOG. How are you?
Great to see you again.
Yeah, you as well. And guys, Kiku's back. Let's talk knives. So Jamin, it looks like we're starting off with axes.
We've got a lot of great items for SOG for 2025. This is just a small showing of what we're going to have for 2025. But really excited to bring in the Warfighter axe from SOG. Kind of throw back at our Vietnam roots that we had the Vietnam tactical axe, and wanted to kind of throw back. This is actually designed part of our. Designed by veterans, and this is designed by one of our veterans that works for us at SOG.
This is a lot of fun. So it looks like we have, is this a full tang we're here?
Full
it looks
tang,
like we're
G10,
bolted on
yeah.
here.
Full
and
tang,
then
G10.
G10 all the way around. So I remember listening to some guy talking about tomahawks once upon a time, somebody who thinks way too much about this sort of thing. And what he was saying is, if you have an exposed tang on your tomahawk sometimes, if you hit a live wire, you're toast. But I don't think G10's conductive, right?
No, it's not conductive.
So you can hit all the live wires you want, you won't be toast, right? But then we have this giant head. Look at that. And then, is this like two edges going on here?
Yeah, we want to bevel it so you can slice, dice, and really just puncture your way through doors. And if you find yourself in a fight, you know, you can hit it at any angle.
It'd be a lot better to have this than nothing, I'll tell you that. And it's small, but it feels powerful. And I imagine like this will fit on a vest. It'll
Fit
fit
on the back of the vest. Yeah, multiverse.
That's a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
I also kind of want to throw it.
You can definitely be thrown.
Yeah, and then this cool skull logo up here is a lot of fun. But man, okay, I got to put this down. I'm just going to keep fangirling over it. And then this looks more like a true door breaker.
This is a true door. We're calling it our tactical bushcrafter. And again, we've got the full tang all the way through with your micarta handle. Really excited about this product. It's got the hammer on the back. We've got the little wedge on there to help split wood. So just a true, survivor axe.
Yeah, and then a nice deep belly too. I know that oftentimes if somebody's carrying an axe, that might be the only tool they're carrying. And this will allow them to do some carving, slicing, skinning, whatever. And then a micarta handle, like a thick micarta handle.
Very thick. Once you'd be able to have a good secure grip on it.
Yeah, like
with that much weight, you got to have a good grip on it.
Yeah, if I was wearing a glove and I couldn't tell if this was micarta and you handed this to me, I would assume I was holding a wooden handle, like a hexagonal one. But this one, you don't have any grain orientation to worry about, or moisture or oiling or anything, but you're getting a nice, comfy grip on the micarta. And that has a lot of weight in the head. That thing will chop like a champion. And that back wedge, so it'll still split.
Yeah.
This is a lot of fun.
I'm excited to use this one this winter.
And then bayonets.
Bayonets. Last year we came out with the Tonda series. Did very well, so we wanted to come up with a drop forged bayonet. Again, this is just the perfect item to add to your collection.
Yeah, so once again, just like we had on the tomahawk over there, full G10 all the way around the tang. And then back here, so I am not much of a gun nerd. My understanding is you need a special gas block.
Yeah, they'll fit on any traditional gas block M4 AR style that's got your bayonet lug.
Okay, so long as your gas block has your bayonet lug, you can just slide this on and your AR is a spear. Which, that does not sound not fun to anybody, right? Everybody wants that.
Whoever sees this smiles. It's just a great bayonet.
Yeah, and I think that, there was a presidential debate a long time ago where somebody's like, we don't use bayonets anymore. But I feel like that's discounting the amazing utility of a bayonet.
I mean, militaries use bayonets from opening the tin cans from World War II. I mean, it's been used way more than just in conflict.
Yeah, and especially like this is a great fixed blade knife, but it's also a great bayonet. And I think that's something that kind of missed out on in the Civil War is we had long spiky bayonets that are only useful at the end of a rifle. But this thing is just a great field knife in general.
Again, this was designed by a veteran at SOG.
Okay. You can tell. This thing feels like...
It feels, yeah, it's solid.
I'll bet you this veteran was thinking, you know, I really would have loved to have that back overseas. That would have been nice.
That's exactly why he designed it.
Yeah, and then this looks like a Kiku design as well.
Yes, this is designed by Mr. Kiku. This is one of a new fixed series for Mr. Kiku, and 3V steel. It's just got that great handle grip material on there. That's G10. Just a great field knife, and everyday, just a great put in your bag, pack bag, bug out bags. It's just a great knife.
So I've seen a few Kikus in my day. I remember there was a bunch of Kiku fixed blades. There was the Kiku XR, and one of the guys in the office had an XR, and I was holding that. I'm like, man, does Kiku know how to design a handle?
The handle and also the blade, the multiple ways you can cut on there. I've field dressed ear with this prototype this year, and it just cuts extremely good. You can really get down in there, or get to the belly and just really slice.
Dang, and it looks like we have a compound grind. So flat up here at the tip and a gentle hollow down here. So like you said, slicing, thin edge and tip strength. Yeah. I actually had the pleasure of meeting Kiku at this last SHOT Show. And by the knives he designed, I was thinking he was going to be some like giant tactical powerhouse of a man, but he was he was a normal guy.
He's a great guy and somebody that's a pleasure to work with, and he's just a great designer. His designs, the one he makes, goes for thousands of dollars, so you get extreme value with the SOG Kiku series.
Yeah, I think that's one of my favorite collaborations that SOG has done, because he's got the gift. Very nice stuff. And that's not the end of the Kiku designs we have on the table here. But next up we got Multi-Tool.
The Tellus MT.
Tellus MT and spring-loaded pliers.
Spring-loaded pliers. We also put a little angle on here, so when you reach over, this is more for your camping, backwoods ventures, so you can reach over and grab your pot, grab things out of the fire without worry about being spilled. And it also has 13 items in there, all the way from your saw, your Phillips, your fire starter. Comes with a fire starter also.
Really? Where's the fire starter?
Oh, it's on the sheath.
Oh, it's on the sheath. Okay. And then
get your knife.
Knife and saw, both accessible via thumb stud
Yes.
and super easy to actuate. Oftentimes with multi-tools, you have like a really tight lock back and you have to really fight the tool open, but not this, just dink, knife.
And just
really
with
appreciate that.
all of our SOG multi-tools, we have the cam over device. Just makes your life real simple when you really need to grab on to an item or cut an item. The cam over device on all of our SOG multi-tools is just perfect.
Yeah, that's this little gear system. Kind of gives you some compound leverage. Very fancy. And I was looking at this before we were shooting, and I told you I was going to tell you about the cutters afterwards. So oftentimes with multi-tools, you'll have wire cutters that like cross over each other. The problem is when you start cutting hard wires and stuff, you get a little gummed up and they start to hook. But this, I don't know if we'll catch this on the camera, the wire cutters meet in the middle. And if you get a pair of dedicated wire cutters, that's what they look like. Those aren't gonna get gummed up. You're not gonna get any hooking on this.
No, I've cut.
I love this.
Heavy gauge barbed wire, especially with our camera arrays. That's what makes all of our multi-tools so special. Is the amount of pressure it takes to cut very heavy material is nothing.
Yeah, very well done on this guy.
Thank you.
And then looks like we have maybe an FRN handle.
Yep.
With a very nice texture on it. And what I like is a nice slim profile here, so it's gonna be easy in and out of the pocket or the sheath or whatever. A nice outdoorsman's multi-tool.
That's perfect.
Then autos.
Yes, we have a throwback with the Spec Elite II. This one with the G10 handle and the AUS-10 steel.
Okay, and another thing I was mentioning about this guy is most of the time with autos, it starts a little bit soft and then it goes there. Because of that, sometimes you get to hear the auto won't open all the way. But I don't know what you guys do with your springs, because you get very consistent pressure all the way across. It's not extra hard here and it's not extra easy here. It's just consistent.
That's all of our engineering, decades of engineering going into it.
Man, that's quite the feat. And then a very slicey hollow grind on the AUS-10 here.
Yeah, and for under $100,
Really?
it's gonna be a great added.
G10,
collection.
OS10, secondary lock, and that. Oh yes, that's a nice action. For under $100? Now we're cooking. That's nice. I was holding this and I was thinking, oh, it's probably like 180, 200.
Yep.
Dang. And then Pentagon OTF.
Yeah. Really updated our Pentagon OTFs, our internal mechanisms. You can see that there's very little to no blade plate whatsoever in this. Bomb-proof. I have not had our new OTFs fail on me since I've gotten the prototype, so really, really excited about this. And we went with a G10 handle, lighter and a little bit quieter on deployment.
Yeah, the originals were aluminum.
Aluminum, yes.
With a nice steel rail along the middle, giving you extra rigidity. Yes.
But really happy the way the SOG team has improved the OTF this year.
And then looks like we have Cryo S35VN on this
Yes.
guy. So on a lot of SOG knives, you see the word cryo there. Can you talk to us about that a little bit?
Yeah, that's a special cold treatment that we go through when we heat treat, then it goes through the cold cryo treatment to really to strengthen the blade and to make it a stronger blade, edge retention, and just stronger throughout the use of the knife.
Yeah, and really cement the carbides into the format you need. So that way shipping or whatever isn't going to affect the heat treatment at all. So it's really milking all the performance you can get out of the steel. And that's nice and fun.
Yeah, really excited.
And one thing I really like here is look how huge this slide is. So sometimes OTFs have a fairly small slide, but this one, like, when you're pulling out an OTF in a war zone, who knows how you grab that knife? But if I grab it up here, I can open it. If I grab it down here, I can open it.
Yeah.
If I grab it over here, I can just, like, it's just super easy to actuate from any grip position.
Yeah, there's about three ways to deploy it: up front, or in the middle, and the back. Especially with the ladies, sometimes it's easier to get the full force in the back versus the front, depending on everybody's hand size.
Yeah, but I really like that. And that blade plate is so
tight. We
so
really,
tight.
I've tasked our engineers to make it top of the line, and that's what they've done.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I like that guy a lot. And then lastly, we have another Kiku design.
The Kiku XR. Again, 3V steel, G10 handle, pocket clip reversible on both sides.
I assume we have bearings in the pivot here?
Yes.
And I feel like that's pretty standard across the XR line. And in classic Kiku fashion, that ever so slight recurve down here and a nice stout tip on the Tanto. Ooh, yes, and that black and gray G10 just pops. This is fun. I like this one a lot.
Yeah,
And
Kiku
3V?
makes great designs.
Well, thank you all for joining us. This is a lot of awesome stuff from SOG. We got some USA made, we've got some Kiku designs, we've got veteran designs that feel like they're ready for a war zone, and this isn't even all of it, yeah?
We've got 30 new SKUs coming out for next year, so really excited about our 2025 lineup.
Man, so make sure you're subscribed to Blade HQ because we will be bringing you all the new stuff from SOG, be it their outdoor stuff, tactical, hunting, what have you, and we'll see you next time.